Hi, Game Day Coaching members. Rick Storley with New Home Sales Coach, and here we're talking about the lead generation part of your strategic sales and marketing plan. Let's take a closer look. There are 8 parts to your lead generation plan, and today we're going to talk about and focus on other ways to use a model home or an available home or perhaps a project under construction to generate new leads. The first is called a design survey. Let's take a peek. A design survey is a way that you can engage people while they're walking through your home. And more or less what you do is you're just asking for their opinion, and if they would jot down their opinion and tell you what they think. So we've got it broken down into, I think it's 6 questions. You're starting out with having them rate specific features of the home, and of course these features are going to be based on what you think is going to appeal to them. The second thing is they'll talk about some specific amenities. Third is you ask them what their favorite design and least favorite design features are. How would they rank for style and design and what they would consider building a home? And then ask them if you think it's priced right. Now, the nice thing about this is that you're not able to engage or talk to people if you're with someone else, that they can actually fill out information here about what they would like to get from you, put their contact information, and you're off and running. Okay, so the second part of utilizing a model home or getting more leads is use of silent sellers. Let's just look how that looks. Silent sellers are used in conjunction with something called kinesthetic learning, and about half of the adult population actually learns by doing. So when they're walking through a model home, instead of you telling them what's in the model home or your salesperson telling them, they actually discover some things here. So this is an example, or one example, say, of a builder that had a rear foyer and they had put a drop zone there, and inside the drop zone was a drawer where you could store cell phones and chargers and leave them plugged in. So you're just going to put a little sign there so they actually open the drawer and check it out. The energy efficiency of the new homes, of course, is one of the greatest advantages over a used home. But you sort of have to point it out to people or let them discover it for themselves. So in this case, we're here talking about, energy efficient light bulbs, appliances, geothermal heating and cooling, the differences in the windows, the differences in, maybe some passive solar you're doing with, shade trees in the summer, and of course, where they are deciduous in the wintertime. This is an area of like a work-in pantry with the builder put outlets in there so they could put small appliances in there and keep them out of sight. So lots of different things you can incorporate here and engage and do it real tastefully. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on signage besides the fact obviously you got to have it up, but you should have a neighborhood sign, you should have a yard sign, you should have a weekend bandit and sandwich sign. I would recommend for the sandwich sign, something that you or your salesperson puts up whenever the model home is open, is to make sure it's placed out in front of the driveway in the curb to keep people from driving on the driveway, and also that no one would ever not think you're open when they drive by if it's placed out in the street just a little bit. Okay, now let's say you don't have a model home or you don't have the financing to do one, but you want to get a pre-sold one going to show it. There's a couple of different ideas where you can go directly to consumers to see if they will partner with you and let you show one of their homes. This particular copy or this program is more or less just telling them that, hey, if they want to save thousands on their new home, here's a way how to do it. And what you're telling them is that you will help them upgrade some of the features in the home for very little money. And you'll partner with your trade partners and your suppliers in order to do that. In exchange for, they'll let you show the home as a model for a set period of time. So whether it's for, say, a parade of homes, or whether it's just for, a month or two where you're going to be able to open it up as an open house, this just breaks down the program parameters that you tell them that they have zero out-of-pocket expenses. Here, this creates a little bit of urgency and says that they need to contact you. This next piece is maybe what you would put on your website to advertise it. Now this copy will do the same thing, and as what we talked about before, break down the program, and there's some specific link sections that you need to put on here. So if you want to put it on your website as a blog post, you could put a button to link people to this, so everybody that comes onto your website knows that, hey, you are willing to work with them and help them save thousands of dollars on their new home by partnering with them to do a pre-sold model home program. That's it for number 1 for lead generation on your strategic sales and marketing plan. Happy selling.